From recording the song to mixing and mastering to the gear you use, the time that you put into it, the time you put into learning your craft and getting better at everything you do. Everything is important and everybody realize that. But I think it's one piece to everything that everybody always forget, and that's the relationship between the artist and the producer. And today, I want to talk about it. Roll intro.
My Uncle Unique made this one.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Unique from 99 Doors Entertainment, and today I want to talk about the relationship between artists and producers. I feel like this is a very overlooked relationship when it comes to making music. Everybody know that the artist is important, everybody know that the producer is important, and so is everybody on your team. If you want it to sound good, you know you need a good engineer. If you want the music to do good, everybody know that you need a good marketing strategy, you need a good marketing team. If you're doing shows and everything, and you got a lot of stuff going on, everybody know that you need a manager. But the relationship between the artist and the producer is not talked about enough. First off, let's talk about why the relationship between the artist and the producer is so important. Again, everybody on the team has their job and everybody's job is important. But the relationship between the artist and producers is more important because they are the ones that making the music. The engineer help the music sound better after it's recorded, after they got everything produced, after all the ideas is out. That's when the engineer come in and help enhance the idea that's already laid down in the track, in the recording. Again, the marketing team is did just to push the song after it's recorded. But before them two could do their job, the producer had to make the beat, the artist had to write the lyrics. Unless they got a songwriter, they have to sit down and they have to lay down the ideas. They have to get the recording right, the production right. They have to get the idea down and set in stone. They are the ones that inject the life into it. They the one who bring the energy. They the ones who make everything possible. So if the relationship between the producer and the artist is not there, then if they're not on the same wavelength, if they're not able to come together and put the song first, it don't matter what the engineer do, it don't matter what the marketing team do. If the song is not good, if their communication is not good, then it's no good. Nowadays, I feel like that's one thing that's missing. I feel like communication is the biggest thing that everybody struggle with. And I feel like you have to work on your communication. You have to be able to communicate with each other back and forth, help get your idea out. Because if you can't talk back and forth, then you're never going to get the idea out. That's first and foremost. Also have to be able to get out your own way, get out your own feelings to focus on the song. The song is bigger than you as a producer. The song is bigger than you as an artist. You both gonna have to come together, communicate, and really focus on what's best for the song at that time. And I know, being an artist and a producer myself, it's hard to put your ideas aside or what you want to the side to really focus on the creativity. But if you want to make a hit song, if you want to have a hit record, if you want to put out music that people are going to feel, you're going to have to put your idea aside. You're going to have to put some of those wild and crazy ideas, save them for later, because sometimes you can overdo it. And it's good to have that relationship with your artist or with your producer that's able to keep you leveled and you able to keep them leveled. Because as a producer, producers overproduce beats all the time. And it's good for them to have a good relationship with the artist to tell them, hey, you got too many instruments in this part of the beat, dumb that down. And it's good for the producer to be able to look at the artist and be like, hey, this part right here, your song is a little wordy, or this part is a little repetitious. How about we cut that down or put less words into it? These are good things that you can only do with each other, and you trust each other if you communicate a lot better and a lot more. If you working with an artist right now, or if you working with a producer right now, definitely work on your communication. Talk to each other about anything off the clock that's not dealing with music. Build up that relationship, that y'all don't mind criticizing each other and help bettering each other and pushing each other to that next level. Because as long as y'all can push each other to that next level, then y'all can keep going no matter what. And while y'all working on that communication and working on being on the same level, y'all can also start building trust and respect for each other. And you must have respect for each other, because when you in the studio and y'all bouncing ideas back and forth and you telling each other that idea suck, how about we try this right here, you got to have that respect so there's no hurt feelings in there. You have to respect each other's ideas and respect each other's opinions. It will help you have a clear vision of the creativity that you're trying to put out there. It will help align your creative vision with each other. if y'all able to communicate and y'all trust and y'all respect each other. So work on that. Another thing that I see with artists and producers as they trying to build and grow with other artists and producers, they do not set goals with each other. There are producers that sit in the studio all day long, cook up fire beats and send them out to artists, but they don't have a vision for the song in mind. They don't have a timeline of when they want songs done. They leave it all into the artist's hands, and the artist might not have any direction for the beat. They might like it, but they don't have any direction for it. And the same thing go for artists and producers. Artists will get the beat, they'll like the beat, and they might want some changes done to the beat. So they reach out to the producer, tell the producers they need this, and this change, but they don't give the producer a set deadline. They don't give detailed criticisms on the beat, on what they want done. That right there is not gonna work. So make sure y'all setting goals with each other. Make sure you know what each other want to do. Again, I'll come back to communication. I feel like communication is just the thing. Just focus on your communication, but setting those goals and letting each other know what your end goal is for whatever you're doing. Producers, you're gonna have to get out of your mindset of I'm just gonna make these beats and send them out and let the artist do whatever. You're gonna have to start being more involved in it. I know we can't go studio to studio, sit in the studio with them anymore. Especially if you long distance. Like I work with a lot of people that states and states away, but I still talk to them, I communicate with them. I still try to make sure I set deadlines for certain projects that we working on, and I really want to be involved as much as I can. Even if it's old Zoom call or if I call them up on the phone, I try to be involved as much as I can to make sure the creative process go a lot easier and a lot faster. And speaking of not being face-to-face with the artist you're working with, you also have to work on setting up a workflow that works for both of y'all. I'm not in the studio with some artists that I'm working with. Hell, I'm not even in the same state as some artists that I'm working with. But we set up a workflow that works for us. Even if that's through sending stuff back and forth through Google Drive, or we use third-party ways to send stuff back and forth to each other, making sure we can collaborate back and forth easily. We set up a workflow for us that works for us, so we could communicate, that we could share projects back and forth, share ideas back and forth, look into it. And if you're an artist, find 2 to 3 producers that you really like and start building with them, start growing with them, start really trying to build your network, because most artists bring producers with them when they blow up. And same with producers. Find artists that you really believe in, that you really like their music. Don't just think that their music is okay. If you can listen to their music, then 9 out of 10 is good to go. But also make sure that they putting themselves out there. Producer and artist, y'all need to be putting yourself out there, sharing your stuff online. But hey, that's all I got for this video. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I might go more into details later about networking and actually putting yourself out on social media. If y'all want to see videos like that, definitely hit that like and that subscribe button. Again, I'm Unique from 99 Doors Entertainment. I appreciate y'all watching. Deuces.